So are you going to do them as we go along?
Yeah, I copied the last one, and I'm already at the open public forum.
Awesome.
No, no.
So let's open the meeting up to public forum in case we need to
So are
reach
you
out
going
to
to do them
anybody.
as we?
I see we have one attendee in the public right now. One of the faithful.
Tim, do we know Lisa's status? Is she?
I don't, she's not back in the audience yet. Oh, I don't know.
She's showing up on the screen, but not,
With no picture, yeah.
yeah.
So we're opening public comment?
Yeah, well, just in case we need to. I'd like to approve the meeting minutes. I believe it was 4/7.
There's two sets. There should be 4/7 and 4/20.
Right, and I made a correction that Lee identified, which was I was off by an hour.
Okay. So I'd like to make a motion that we accept those minutes as sent out.
I'll second it.
All those in favor with a thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
We have 5 thumbs up, and Lisa is a unknown at this point.
Yeah, she's trying to come back.
So this is for both sets of minutes, right?
Yes, yes.
Gotcha.
So we'll go right into the update. As you can see, Tim sent out an email with the Q&A that we came up with.
Yep.
Lisa, can you hear us?
I think she's still working on it.
Yeah. It is frustrating when you can't get through.
Oh, so aggravating.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey!
Yay.
Welcome back.
Great to hear you. So we started at 6:05 a couple minutes ago. We approved 2 sets of minutes. Hopefully you're okay with those. They were circulated around. We've opened up to public comment, and we were just going to start the status of the bylaw. So we circulated, as everybody knows, we circulated the Q&A through the email. I also notified the town clerk and the assistant town coordinator. They're gonna get us. They're gonna make the flyers for us, and they're also gonna post what we have. I'm not sure where they're posting it exactly, but
It's on the town meetings link on the website right now. So if you want to go there, it's live today on the town meeting. The FAQs are a clickable link.
so we're getting some traction. So what I'd like everybody to do, also for discussion, now that we have the Q&A, send that out to anybody that you want in town. So they have, some knowledge. I'm going to send it out to a couple people that normally speak on the town floor, so that they're aware of it. I'm also going to put my contact information, so in case they want to call me with any concerns, we can hopefully put out fires in advance.
We also shared it with the anybody that registered for the survey and put their email, and all that was sent out on Saturday or sometime around there.
Lisa, I gotta kind of apologize that we couldn't really wait for you for this meeting to do it. We wanted to do it in advance. I did want to wait, but it's so close to town meeting that we ended up doing. We all felt as though, you can watch the meeting, we all felt as though we tried to put as much as we could about what you had on the 2. We felt it was a pretty fair bridge of everything. So hopefully you're not offended. I did want to,
It's fine.
I did want to, I want to make sure everybody has their say. But
We tried to preserve all the informational things and the references that you have.
Right. We just tried, just the way the calendar worked out, we just couldn't do it. So I apologize for that.
Pete, I have just one question. You said that town hall is printing the questions and answers. So does one of us have to pick them up and bring them to town meeting? Or?
I'm working on that. That was part of my email to her. I said, let me know the logistics on how to do that. I also requested a table. Like, I don't know if you guys have been to town meeting before, but in the lobby of the school, now it's going to be different because we're going to be at the high school. the lobby of the school, there's very often all kinds of tables, and the different groups have their people sitting at the tables with banners or whatever. And I requested a table. It's up to you guys if you want to still do that. I can always cancel it, but at least I put in for it. And then, of course, we're going to have to man the table. So, and I would think that we could have our, the flyer there, and we could just be a resource if people had questions. So, I mean, it's entirely up to you guys how you want to fly with this. We put in a lot of hours. I don't think a couple more are going to hurt us. We want to take shifts. So if somebody takes one night, if somebody takes another night, or, I can certainly go down there for an hour or two. And, just kind of wanted to throw that out and see what you think. I know we could have a prop. We could have, I don't know, a leaf blower or something. I don't know. We could kind of make it, what's that all about? And kind of, open for ideas, basically. So,
That's a great idea. We need to do as much marketing and selling to people who don't understand the challenges that a small percentage of our citizens and neighbors have. So yeah, I'm for it, and I'll help man it both days.
okay.
I can be there for 6 the second day. I can't the first day.
Okay. All right, let me get
I don't know if people stay at those tables very long. I know that they usually just put it out on the table to take the FAQs, maybe just for the initial part, or as people are arriving, you could hand stuff out, but I don't think people really stay there for long, so.
Yeah, they don't. They usually just check in. At least they usually just check in, kind of mill around and look around a few things, and they walk into the town meeting. So I don't know how it's going to be. Now it's in Algonquin. It's going to be outside, right? Most
No, it's inside.
It's inside.
In the gym.
Yeah, that's why I got moved there. So it would be.
I thought it was the auditorium, no?
It looks like the auditorium on
Oh,
the
is it the
website,
auditorium?
which is what I'm
Okay.
looking at right now.
Okay.
Lee, when you're looking, what time does it start?
Oh, hold on.
6:30.
6:30.
Up 6:30 on both days.
So I think what do you guys think about 6 o'clock? Be there at 6 or even earlier, or?
I mean, it's gonna be. It depends. I mean, since it's half an hour earlier than it normally is, you're already gonna be catching less people probably. You need a quorum. You need 100 people into the hall by 6:30 to start the meeting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know who we're gonna catch. That's why I said that.
Well, I think we should be there at least at 6. Half hour before the meeting, people
Yeah,
be checking in.
I
I
agree.
can be there whenever you guys need.
And we don't think they're going to get to us really till the second night, realistically, right?
That's what it looks like. I mean, we may only be there for, like you say, till they get a quorum, hang around, see if, and then you can cut out. Or if you want to stay for the meeting.
I
Oh,
believe
I don't think we can cut out because you can't tell how far they're gonna get.
Have you heard of a guy named Murphy?
Yeah,
That's right.
I can tell you stories about him.
Someone could
I
say,
think
hey, we want you to
within-
move this up, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
never happened.
wouldn't,
No.
yeah, Tim and Lee, I would not make alternative plans that night in case everything goes sideways. You may have to come race down and,
I know, I've already had to turn down another plan for the Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, it does sound like in all likelihood where our regular setup is probably the second night, but why don't we shoot for 6 o'clock? I can be there as well. So John and I, anybody else interested? I'll write you down.
Yeah, I can. So I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just really not back to life yet. Is it Wednesday, Thursday of next week?
Yes. It's,
Okay.
It's the 5th and 6th,
Fifth and
Thursday,
sixth.
Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
Oh, it's Thursday, Friday.
Whoa, no, it's the
Wednesday,
4th and the
Thursday.
5th.
It's the 4th
and
and the 5th.
It's Wednesday,
Oh.
Thursday, Friday's the last reserved day. If it's
Okay,
needed.
I'm sorry. I thought I have it down as a different day. So it's
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, 4th and 5th.
Thank you.
But I have. And I can come early on Thursday. That'll work out okay.
And I'll be there early on Thursday.
I can come on Wednesday.
Okay, so Wednesday at 6 o'clock, we got John.
And what's the earliest reasonable? Is 5:30 unreasonable?
I can't imagine that people are.
You,
gonna
you
be there.
don't want to be there that early.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Keep in mind that they're talking about starting at 6:30. It'll be a miracle if it starts before 7.
Okay, I'm just asking the question because I don't know when people show up to set up and do this type of thing. I didn't know if half an hour is normal or I've only been to the outdoor town meetings and I don't know what the normal cadence is.
Usually there's a lot of stuff that goes on at the beginning that isn't very interesting. A lot of people skip that, so there may be a quorum issue. They may not be able to do too much unless they get, whatever they need for a quorum. So that opening part may extend a little bit.
Quorum, what, 200 or?
I think it's 100.
50?
Yeah, I think they changed it to 100
Hmm.
quite a few years ago.
So, I mean, I don't think 6 o'clock is too bad. If you want to be there early, you could be there early, but John, Lisa, and myself will at least be there Wednesday. Thursday, who do we have Thursday?
I'll be there Thursday.
What are the rules around this in open meeting law?
So that I was going to post a meeting for both nights.
Okay.
I'll touch base with the town clerk, but I mean, you may get a frivolous email from me saying that there's going to be a meeting at 6 o'clock. If we don't have a quorum, no big deal, but just kind of protect us or whatever.
Well, we can-
It may not be, we may not have to do it, but generally we always err on the side of caution.
Well, there's a meeting tonight on what open meeting law violations are, so maybe it'll get answered.
Right.
If
Yeah,
you guys-
right-
if you
right
guys
on
stop
over there
by,
at
we can
7
do this.
o'clock.
You can ask that and send me an email tomorrow.
Or is
So
it at- that's
Thursday,
at
I
the
got
senior
Lee.
center,
Tim,
right?
you're gonna be there because you're gonna present?
Well, I'll be there. If you guys don't need me to man the table, then I would like you guys do it. If you want me to be there, I'll help.
Okay. Well, it's right now, it's Lee by himself.
No, and me.
And Cindy, okay.
And I can do that too, because my daughter will be there anyway, so I'll be at the school.
Okay. So we got to fit, and I might be there too, depending. I'll probably be there as well. We'll see how it goes the first night. All right, so it sounds pretty good. Do we want to bring any props or anything like that? What do you guys think about what we should do there? Just kind of stand there?
Bring a leaf blower.
Please.
I have a little leaf blower I could bring, just a little, like a handheld job.
There
I
was
don't
an
think that's a good idea since it's not part of the bylaw.
There was
Hey,
actually an article in yesterday's Wall Street Journal about electric.
Did you see Jennifer's? Did you see Jennifer's? What
Earmuffs.
she thinks we should bring?
Earmuffs, yeah.
I didn't see it.
It's in the chat. She said
Earmuffs.
earmuffs.
Yeah, well, I'll have earmuffs on. Yeah, that'll be good.
We should probably bring, the old fashioned shields that the knights used to carry for when they
Yeah,
throw
I've got my
things.
Bose A20s. I can bring those.
So I was gonna bring a noise meter, professional noise meter, and you pick that thing up and you'll clearly see that's we shouldn't have.
That's a great idea.
So we'll do that.
That's not in the noise bylaw, so what do we need it for? It might.
Well,
But there'll be questions. I know,
To say why we didn't put it in there.
right?
We
So
also, if you have an Apple Watch, you can just show how difficult it is to get any useful data out of your Apple Watch's decibel meter.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll just do what we do. Show up. Next one we have, anybody else have anything else about,
Did you reach out to any more landscapers to get any feedback from that community?
I have one more I want to talk to. I left information for another person. I haven't heard from them. So I
Okay, 'cause
talked
it-
with what? I think I actually talked with 4 or 5.
Is there any, anything of concern that has been brought up so far?
Well, the big concern is most of the businesses are owned by people who aren't residents, so they can't speak at town meeting. So, you know, I asked them to talk to their customers and, you know, talk to people they might know that are residents. And I suggested that, you know, they get in touch with Jim Hegarty to see if they, because there is a way to get special permission. So I explained that. I talked with Jim Hegarty to find out what people have to do. Basically, they contact his office with a request for the moderator, and then the moderator decides what he will or will not allow.
So they can speak, but they can't vote, correct?
Right, yeah, they cannot vote, right.
So did they have any concerns though about the way that things were written?
They're not about the way things are written. I mean, they're all after what just happened in Lexington. You know, everybody's very, very concerned about the leaf blowers if somebody introduces a change about that, because I actually have learned quite a bit about it, more than I wanted to know. The battery operated leaf blowers are almost twice as expensive as a regular leaf blower. They are not as powerful. And now what is it? They're not as powerful. They're almost twice as expensive. They don't last nearly as long. And the batteries are only good for like 3 hours maximum. So if you're sending a crew out with you know, these battery operated leaf blowers,
They're gonna need 10 or 15 spare batteries in their truck.
yeah, and oh, by the way, multiply that by however many crews you have. Where the hell are you gonna charge all these batteries at night?
Right, either that or they
the
need to have
bottom
a
line-
generator on their truck. That's
So,
gasoline
well, yeah,
powered.
but it might make noise and it's not an emergency, so they can't have that. So, bottom line, it's like, if, you know, with yards the size of the ones we typically have in Southborough, if they can't use leaf blowers, there's big costs to the customers.
So as the bylaw is written right now, they have no concerns that you heard about Sunday hours, Saturday hours, the day restrictions as they stand.
People generally feel that they can work with that. I only had one person who he's very, very small. He was concerned because he works a full-time job and does his customers on the side. So if he gets hit during a week with, you know, 2-3 days of rain, he's almost has to work on Sunday. He's very concerned about the Sunday. Most of them felt that they could live with that. They all felt that the holidays that we called out were reasonable.
Okay, perfect. So I'm, you know, we were looking for support from that community as making sure they don't have major concerns about things that their customer pricing would go up. So as it's written right now, that community hasn't shown any kind of concern that it's going to negatively affect their businesses. As
No,
as
they
it's
all
written
feel
today.
that they can live with it.
Okay.
Not the way we've written it, yeah. The way Lexington's written it would be different.
It would, yeah.
The Wall Street Journal actually called out Lexington and I think the whole state of California, which is coming up with, you know, electric leaf blower rules. And essentially in the article, what it said is that some of the companies are actually working on having batteries that will last all day, but they're not there yet. And I'm sure, as you said, they will be much more expensive than the existing one. They have to be.
I mean, I think that people seem to feel that the technology will definitely change, but yeah, the expense of the whole thing still
You know,
Yeah,
and
you save
batteries
on- you save
aren't
on fuel,
lightweight
too,
either,
so.
so they still have to carry the battery around on their back.
Well, I'm
I don't know
sure,
what the weight's gonna be. Anyway, that's not for this
Yeah,
bylaw.
that's another day. Let's, one thing at a time.
That's another year.
I'm also surprised, just as a final point, that you said 3 hours, because my battery lasts 18 minutes, so I'm surprised that 3
Better
hours
batteries.
is,
Well,
Yeah.
they said,
Oh,
the
great.
people I talked to said a maximum of 3 hours, so.
Batteries are getting better. I mean, that's the bottom line. But they still have a substantial weight to them. But as we
Mhm.
said, that's another year.
Does anybody else have anything else? We're pretty much ready to go. Lee and Tim are pretty confident in their presentation. You have no questions or qualms, I assume you've been rehearsing. You got it down in like 5 minutes?
I think we'll fit in 5 minutes.
we'll be good.
Now, Tim, did you send that to the, do we have to send that to the town clerk?
As far as I know, everybody that needed to get it got it. I mean,
Okay.
the deadline to send that out was Monday, so everybody got the email Monday with what it was. I incorporated Lisa's description change into that version, so I think everybody was able to weigh in on it.
Okay. It'd probably be a good idea to have that on a thumb drive, just in case.
Well, the reason the Monday deadline had to happen is so that way IT could get it into the system for what they have to do for reviews and whatnot. So,
Okay.
I mean, having it's fine, but I think the reason that the deadline was a deadline is because of they don't want to let that happen.
Okay. All right.
You know what, though? What Pete just suggested, having it on a thumb drive is not a bad idea, because I remember one year, I think it was Freddie Gillespie had remember?
Yes, I do
Had a
remember that. It was,
presentation to give. There was some kind of glitch with what was sent in early on time, and she had no presentation, and it was really a lot of unhappy people. So it just as a fail safe, it wouldn't hurt to have it on a thumb drive.
I'm not against it.
I could also bring it on my iPad. I've got an adapter that goes to projectors and stuff.
yep.
That's another fallback.
I mean, yeah, we put in a lot of time and effort. We don't want to blow it at the finish line. So
Right.
let's have some fail safes there.
500 plus person hours.
Yes. Anybody else have anything else? I'm pretty much ready to wrap it up.
John, how the minutes look? Can we approve those from today?
Uh,
Are we allowed to do it that way?
Today's minutes today?
Yeah, are you allowed to do it that way?
You know, I've
Like,
often been confused about how you actually end a committee, because you can't, you get dissolved, but then how are you going to approve the minutes from the last meeting that was held?
Well, we can approve them under number 10, any other business.
well, let me see if I can share. Tim, can you help me activate sharing?
and
I don't think I've ever seen, you know, for all my parliamentary experience, I've never actually thought about that issue.
there you go.
Because most committees I'm on seem to never end.
I just have a quick question. I see Jennifer's in the audience. I don't know if she wanted to comment. I know we opened comment, but I don't know if we invited her to comment, if she had a comment.
Sure, Jennifer, are you there?
Let's see this. I don't see a hand up, so
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't have a
She just
comment.
said
I
she
don't have
doesn't
a
have a
comment.
comment.
She put it in the chat.
surprised they enabled that again. They did disable that until recently.
Jennifer, we do appreciate your faithfulness in coming to all of these meetings. We should add your person hours to it,
Yeah, really.
and Heather's person hours.
Jim, can you make that bigger?
I can't see the top of it. There we go.
I mean, basically, it's just the last, and I just changed the dates and
Yeah,
And so we can do another one while we're here, John. I'll move that we move, or make a motion to close public hearing at 6:30.
I'll second that. All those in favor, thumbs up.
Oh, wow.
Unanimous all the way around.
I think I saw at the top, it said meetings. So right there, line 13.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
On at line 21, I think it'd just be helpful to say that if more leaf blower restrictions would arise, that the community would probably not support it.
But do we know that for a fact?
Well, yeah, from the people I talked to, every one of them is concerned.
They're
Yeah.
concerned. But-
Every one of them brought up what happened in Lexington and the impact on their businesses and their customers. And instead of more leaf blower restrictions, it should say leaf blower restrictions. Because right now there are no restrictions.
I don't know.
Or leaf blower restrictions may impact the landscaping business.
No, Tim
Right.
asked me what people said, and every one of them talked about leaf blower restrictions. How they would impact, and that's what the sentence is saying.
Is it based on Cynthia's feedback from the businesses?
Right, they would
Yes.
impact the landscaping businesses and cost to their customers.
Yeah, and just to be honest with you guys, I did borrow an electric leaf blower. It works, but I gave it back to my brother. I want my powerful one. And by the way, he borrowed my gas one to do something in his yard. So they're good. I don't think they're there yet. I think these
Is it
right
a commercial grade leaf, electric leaf blower?
for me. Yeah, yeah. It's
No.
a commercial grade. Yeah, his was a commercial grade.
Battery operated.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
got a commercial grade as well. So it's
They're not nearly as powerful.
they're not there yet.
Okay, so on line 21, can we take out more?
Okay.
Thanks. Okay,
And just put and oppose on that community. I mean, the idea here is. you
yeah,
know,
yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
did they oppose the bylaw or they didn't oppose it? I thought you said they
They're
could
not
live with the
opposing
dates
it the
and they
way
could live
it's
with the
written.
Sundays.
They're not opposing it the way it's written. They're concerned about
Okay.
additions being made during the meeting.
That's fine. It's an additional good information that Cynthia got.
But it says and oppose this bylaw, which that isn't necessarily true, right?
Yeah. So the,
And it would just say, and that community would then oppose.
Oh, with then, okay.
That's what it should say.
Yeah.
That community would then oppose.
leaf blower restrictions would impact the landscaping businesses
And that community,
Yeah, that community.
and the landscaping community. And the landscaping community would oppose a bylaw, I don't know, a bylaw.
Yeah, a bylaw with that
With that restriction.
A bylaw. Yes.
Not this, a.
oh yeah.
It's weird to be on the other side of this.
I know.
Watching all the punctuation, yeah.
We should say landscaping community would oppose a
Yeah.
bylaw with leaf,
So,
with,
John, go to the end of line 22. And
Bless you.
then you get rid of that. erase, yep, and add the. And then after landscaping, do community. And then after would do add then, would then oppose.
Then oppose. Would then,
Line 23 after would. Yep.
good.
Yeah, that sounds like what Cindy said.
Okay, online, after line, well, where were we?
We were at 23.
After line 26, I think we also commented that they've already posted the FAQs.
Yeah, FAQs are on the town meeting tab.
Yeah, I looked at that. I didn't see it. Okay.
I did. I found it.
Okay.
Along with whether people are interested in joining an ad hoc committee about golf courses. I think I'm going to pass on the next ad hoc committee.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're not interested in the open meeting law training that's going to happen in 25 minutes?
Yeah, I think that it may be a while before I do the next one of these. I'll get at least one full evening a week back.
On line 34, Lisa, did you update your role in the presentation?
We get a breakfast.
Okay, so we're good on all this?
Actually scheduling future meetings.
Yeah.
Pete is gonna post meetings for us for Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out to the town.
Do we need
and
to?
see what I'm supposed to do. So you may get a posting on that. So I'm
Peter,
not
but
sure what we have to do.
I mean, there's nothing else we can do. It's out of our hands,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
There's nothing else we can do unless they decide to come back to the committee and ask us to do something else. So I don't think there's any more formal meetings.
It's just that there's going to be a potential of a quorum there. And anytime there's a quorum, you really should have a meeting posted. So
You could just say for the point, reach out to the town to see if we need any public meetings posted for town meeting.
I may do it just as a housekeeping item. Just do it just in case.
Because we're doing all this effort now to avoid another meeting.
Right.
Mhm.
If it takes posting 2 agendas to avoid a lawsuit, we do it.
So under number 10, we can make a motion to accept these minutes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll make the motion to accept the minutes as written.
I'll second that. All those in favor? Thumbs up. We have unanimous. Lee, did I see a thumb?
Yep.
Yep. We have unanimous that those have been accepted. So, John, when you get that all buffed up, send that to me and I'll forward that as well to be posted. And we should be I believe we're all caught up. So,
Correct.
Mhm.
all right, folks, I guess we, meeting to adjourn, right?
Wait, we gotta add that into the minutes.
So we already accepted them. That's
We
what I mean.
accepted
It's like a self-fulfilling thing.
Yeah. Then we have to have
There we
another
go.
meeting in order to accept that minute.
Wait, are there documents other documents?
No,
No new documents were discussed. So
no,
Okay,
Right.
so
Okay.
you can say none, right?
yeah.
right.
Did we have a second on that motion to end? If not, I'll second it.
And I'll see you all next week
See you next week.
Okay.
See you, folks.
in real life.
Yeah.
6 o'clock Wednesday.
Welcome back, Lisa.